Good morning and welcome back. We are coasting into your Thursday. It's 5:12 and we're tracking out some cloud cover, a little bit of fog out there, but here's a look at your satellite radar. The heaviest rain into the Carolinas, down into South Georgia. Also a little additional rainfall along this boundary across portions of Arkansas and West Tennessee. But for us, we are dry. However, some of you picked up some pretty good rainfall yesterday. The cutoff was pretty sharp. So a lot of North Georgia and really Southeast Tennessee, that corner into Polk County and western North Carolina, didn't really pick up any rainfall, but here in Chattanooga we picked up anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2 of an inch in parts of the city. Parts of Marion County, nearly an inch into Jasper and South Pittsburgh, and across Jackson County, kind of the big winner from Scottsboro up 72 towards Bridgeport, and Stevenson picking up upwards of an inch to even 1.5 inches of rainfall. So not everyone had rain yesterday, but those who did actually enjoyed it, and we got a little bit of rain in Red Bank as well, can confirm that. But as we take a look out the door, there were dense fog advisories in effect earlier. Those have been lifted, so the fog not quite as widespread as originally thought, but still going to be areas of reduced visibility out there, especially along the Cumberland Plateau. In fact, in Dayton right now, visibility right at 0. So still take it easy. You'll run in and out of fog, especially in those areas that picked up some rainfall yesterday. So I still encourage you to take it careful out there on this morning. Here's a look at your temperatures. 68 in Chattanooga, 63 in Cleveland, 61 in Blue Ridge, and 63 in Athens. Very warm for this time of the year. And look at this. As we continue into November, we are still talking about 80-degree heat here across the Tennessee Valley. 80 in Athens, 80 in Chattanooga, and 80 in Dayton. And again, with your forecast high being 80, looking at your average, which is 65, we're about 15 degrees above that mark. So unseasonably warm once again today. That's really been the story over the last 2 to 3 weeks, and that could continue for another week or maybe even week and a half. Now, there are signs that there could be a front coming in the next week, week and a half, especially towards the end of this period. But for now, at least in the short term, we're staying very warm. It will turn a little bit cooler Sunday with some of the rain chances, but that's just because of the rain. And by next week, we're still going to be in the lower 70s, which is above normal for this time of the year. But as we take a look at your futurecast, a lot of cloud cover throughout the morning, a little bit of fog, and then we start to break through some of that cloud cover. I think we'll actually see some sun today, especially afternoon and evening sunshine before the sun goes down, of course, before 6 p.m. Overnight, a little bit of cloud cover, but it looks like we'll be generally dry. And then for your Friday, things are looking pretty good with a mix of sun and clouds and a breeze out of the north. Humidity should drop a little bit as we get into your Friday. And then Friday evening, we're going to be nice and dry, which is certainly good news for those heading out to some Friday night football. Yeah, looking at your futurecast into the weekend, though, that's when we're going to have another round of rain potential. So although we're going to stay generally dry today and tomorrow, by the time we get into your Saturday, we'll have some rain during the evening. Better chance going to come in Sunday as we're going to be tracking out this front moving in from the west to the east. That's where we'll have the potential for some widespread rain. So if you have plans to be outdoors on Sunday, you might want to bring those in. I think we'll be generally okay during the daylight hours on Saturday, but that best chance of rain going to be throughout the day on Sunday. We could pick up upwards of an inch of rainfall across the Tennessee Valley through this weekend. Here's a look at your tropics. Hurricane Rafael making landfall as a Category 3 major hurricane in western Cuba. So it strengthened very rapidly after it moved past Jamaica, and now it's going to just kind of meander in the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Not expected to make landfall in the lower 48, but riptides will be pretty rough across the entire northern Gulf Coast heading into the weekend. But for us, we're not going to have any impacts. And of course, the hurricane season officially ends on November 30th. So we're drawing to an end, but things are still relatively active. But for us, things are looking pretty good the next 2 days. Very warm. If you like the warm November weather, it's going to be a good forecast for you through Friday. Then we'll have some rain chances for your weekend and slightly cooler heading into next week. But all in all, it's still very warm for this time of the year.
So Hamilton County Fair is going on this weekend. Is there a better day that if people wanted to go, they should probably, like a pick day?
Yeah, I would say Saturday is going to be the pick day. It looks like the rain should hold off through the daylight hours, but Sunday, probably not the day to go out to the fair.
Might be a little bit muddy.
Yeah,
All
definitely.
right. Thank you, Clay.